Is reading a major hurdle in your IELTS exam? Well, after watching this complete video, I'm assure you that it won't be. Hi, this is Divyansh and today I'm going to teach you guys how actually you should solve list of heading. So let's begin. Before we solve list of heading, it's very crucial to understand one thing, and that is the format of paragraph. Now, what is this format of the paragraph? Well, you actually utilize it in your IELTS writing task 2. That is, while writing the essay, specifically I'm talking of body paragraph, you are implementing this format. That is, in the body paragraph, you always start with the topic sentence. For example, if I speak that there are several benefits related to technology, you get an indication that this whole paragraph talks about benefits of technology. So in other words, topic sentence reveals the main information why this paragraph is actually written. Then we need to support that particular idea or support that topic, and for that we need to write down supporting sentences. You can mention the primary benefit, the secondary benefit, other benefit of the technology. So in that way you are supporting your main idea, that is the benefits of technology. Finally, we need to conclude the paragraph and there is a concluding statement. So many a times, if you have come across several YouTube channels, they tell that mostly you are going to get the answer either in the first sentence, that is the topic sentence, or in the last sentence, that is the concluding sentence which concludes the paragraph. Alright, now from this particular format, we are going to solve heading. Okay, now whatever we have learned, we are going to try and implement on this particular passage. This passage comprises of 7 different paragraphs and we have 10 list of headings over here. We need to select the appropriate title for each paragraph. Now, I don't have this knack of reading the options first. The reason behind that is I feel it is going to waste my time. I always read the paragraph and then go for the options, as ultimately after reading the paragraph I need to look into the options to select the correct answer. So now let's start with the paragraph itself. Just as railway bridges were the structural symbols of the 19th century, highway bridges became the engineering emblems of the 20th century. So now railway is for the 19th century and highway bridges, I guess, is for the 20th century. The invention of automobile created an irresistible demand for roads and vehicular bridges. So because of automobile, I think so this change has been developed. That is from railway to highway. The type of bridge needed for cars and trucks, however, is fundamentally different from that needed for locomotives. So of course, highway bridge is different compared to the railway bridges. Most highway bridges carry lighter loads than railway bridges do. Again, they are trying to differentiate between highway and railway bridges. To meet these needs, many turn of the century bridge designers began working with a new building material, that is reinforced concrete. And to meet the demand of highway bridges, they switched to concrete, which was steel bars embedded in it. And the master of this new material was structural engineer Robert Millard. Okay, now if I want to sum up this whole paragraph, I can say it was all about railway versus highway bridges. Why highway bridges are in demand? That is because of the invention of automobiles. And throughout the paragraph, we can differentiate between railway versus highway. All right. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to look into options one by one and ask ourselves few questions so that we can get to the correct answer. Is there anything about the long-term effects? So some development has taken place and its impact can be seen for generations or for 50 years, nothing like that, right? So this can't be our answer. The second is a celebrated achievement. There is no achievement at all, and of course, there is no celebration on that. Third one is early brilliance. Nothing about a brilliance or the synonyms of brilliance, but at the same time, we are unable to get to the unrecognized part. That is, the brilliant work hasn't been recognized either by the people or the bridge makers. Fourth one is outdated methods. Nothing about the methods. Fifth one, the basis of a new design is born. Not even the term design is mentioned in this paragraph. Sixth one, frustration. No emotions were displayed in this paragraph, so no frustration was there. Seventh one, further refinements. Now, refinements means modifications or changes. So, further changes meet persistent, or we can say continuous objections. So, someone wants to change something, but it was met with persistent or continuous objections. Now, different in all respects. So, completely different from others. Ninth one is bridge makers looks elsewhere. Now, let us say the bridge makers business wasn't booming, and that's the reason they might have switched to some other business. 10th one, transport development. So transport development, we can say it's an automobile development spark a major change. Now that major change is the transition from railway to highway bridges. So our answer for this paragraph is 10th one. I hope so it is crystal clear for you guys. And the whole paragraph was revealing this one information, that is automobile resulted in change, that is from railway to highway bridges. Let's try another paragraph then. Early in his career, Mellard developed a unique method. Now, what does the term unique means? Unique means completely different, something innovative. Unique method for designing bridges. So it's not a unique design, but it's a unique method for designing bridges, buildings, and other concrete structures. Okay. He rejected the complex mathematical. So he rejected something, let us say the complex mathematical analysis of loads and stresses that was being enthusiastically adopted by most of his contemporaries. So he rejected something that the bridge builders of that time actually were implementing in their work. Okay. At the same time, he also eschewed the decorative approach taken by many bridge builders of his time. The same thing, he didn't take the decorative approach like the other builders. He resisted imitating architectural styles. Again, this is something which he hasn't adopted. Now, if I sum up the whole thing, the first one is unique, which is different. He rejected something which was adopted by contemporaries, again, different from his competitors. The same time, at the same time, he rejected decorative approach. At the same time, he rejected ornamentations. So whatever he has done, it's completely different from the bridge makers of his time. So the answer for this one is different in all respects. Now, that's the beauty. The whole paragraph is telling one information, and that one information is it's completely different from others. All right, let's move ahead. Try the C1. Okay. Melat's first important bridge was built in the small Swiss town of Zuz. The locals wanted a steel bridge, but Melat argued that he could build a more elegant bridge made of concrete about the same cost. So there was a little bit of argument. Okay, his crucial innovation, so he actually developed a bridge with certain innovative techniques, was incorporating the bridge arc and roadway into a form called the hollow box, which would substantially reduce the bridge expense by minimizing the concrete needed. So let us say he did certain innovative approach. And what was his innovative approach? It's mentioned over here. I'm trying to simplify everything because too much of technical traps are not good while reading. In short, you need to accept the fact that you are not going to understand half of the vocabulary related to each and every topic. But at the same time, if you accept the fact, you can find the answers from the simple English words. All right. Let's move ahead. In a conventional arc bridge, conventional means normal or traditional arc bridge. The weight of the roadway is transferred by columns to the arc, which must be relatively thick. In Mellard's design, so let us say this was about in the normal design, normal bridge builder's design, and this is all about Mellard's design. In Mellard's design, the roadway and arc were connected by three vertical walls forming two hollow boxes. Let us say the hollow box was also over here. So that was also about Mellard's design. Running under the roadway, the big advantage of his design was, okay. Now, if you notice, the majority of the paragraph was all about Mellard's design. And what was the basis of this particular design? It was that it's going to be built at the same cost. It's going to be built much more elegant compared to other or conventional arc bridges. with the use of concrete. So the basis of a new design is born. The whole paragraph again is summing up about Millard's design. Let's try to see another one. Let's move to D paragraph then. Okay. His first masterpiece. Now, first means, I guess, early. Masterpiece means brilliance. So, most probably, we might have got our answer, but there is another half as well in this sentence, that is unrecognized. So, his brilliant work shouldn't be recognized either by the people or public or someone. So, let's move ahead and see whether the other half is there in this paragraph or not. His first masterpiece, however, was the 1905 Tavensa Bridge over the Rhine River in the Swiss Alps. In this design, Maillard removed the parts of the vertical walls which were not essential because they carried no load. So why this was a masterpiece? This produced a slender, lighter form which perfectly met. Again, supporting sentence describing why this particular bridge was of brilliant work of Maillard's. But this particular bridge gained little publicity. Now, little publicity, that means this bridge hardly got any publicity. So now I got the other half, that is, it didn't get the recognition. All right. On contrary, it aroused strong objections. Now I have objections over here as well. However, I need to get persistent objections as well as I need to get the other half, that is further refinements. It aroused strong aesthetic objections from public officials who were more comfortable with old-fashioned bridges. So I haven't got the persistent word or a synonym of persistent over here. Neither I got about further refinements. Millard, who had founded his own construction, was unable to win any more projects. So he shifted to his design building, that is water tank and other structures rather than bridge building. So if I need to sum up this whole paragraph that was his masterpiece, that was brilliant work. However, it didn't get any recognition, and as a result, he switched to designing buildings and water tanks. Now, if I need to select an answer for this one, there was nothing about long term, there was nothing about celebrated achievement. We got the early brilliance, it got unrecognized. So, most 99% of our answer is this, but still, let's look into other options as well. That is outdated methods, no. New design, frustration, refinements, different bridge makers look elsewhere, nothing. So our answer for this paragraph is third one, that is early brilliance passes unrecognized. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to solve the remaining 3 paragraphs. All right. I want you to comment the answer, and please, while reading, make sure you get to the information that what is the most important part that the writer wants to convey. What is that topic sentence around which all the supporting sentences are written? If you are able to do so, I can guarantee the next 3 paragraphs heading, you would definitely get it correct. And if at all, if you have liked this tutorial, if you have liked this lecture, I would like you to please comment your feedback, share it with your friends, and please support me. And if you want any other tutorials on any other type of questions or any other reading passage or even writing, I'm much more ready to help. You need to comment it, and definitely I will try to post a video on that. All right. Bye for now, and please, the video is going to continue. You can pause it and you'll need to move ahead. And at the last, you need to comment your answers.